I'm Richard Clarke. I record these talks every day as a way to deepen my inquiry. Listen each day and deepen your own practice. Welcome. I'm reviewing and commenting on the book Talks with Sri Ramana Maharshi. Today is from Talk 609, Part 3. Questioner, but I am not aware in my sleep. Maharshi, true. There is no awareness of the body or the world, but you must exist in your sleep in order to say now, I was not aware in my sleep. Who says so now? It is the wakeful person. The sleeper cannot say so. That is to say, the individual who is now identifying the self with the body says that such awareness did not exist in sleep. Because you identify yourself with the body, you see the world around you and say that the waking state is filled with beautiful and interesting things. The sleep state appears dull because you were not there as an individual, and therefore these things were not. But what is the fact? There is the continuity of being in all three states, but no continuity of the individual and the objects. In this dialogue, the questioner says, but I am not aware in my sleep. Sri Ramana Maharshi responds by pointing out a contradiction in that statement. To say, I was not aware in my sleep, there must be an unbroken awareness that persists beyond the waking and dreaming states. The one making the claim is the wakeful person who assumes that awareness was absent during sleep. But who is truly present in all three states, waking, dreaming, and deep sleep? Ramana highlights a key misunderstanding. The questioner assumes that awareness depends on the body and the mind. In the waking state, the mind is active, perceiving a world full of forms and sensations. In the dream state, the mind creates its own world. But in deep sleep, the mind and its perceptions disappear, and there is no individual who experiences objects. Because of this, the questioner assumes that awareness itself must have been absent. Ramana challenges this assumption. He asks if awareness were completely absent in deep sleep, how would you even know that you were unaware? The fact that you can later say, I was not aware, shows that something persisted. That something is your being, your fundamental essence, which remains unbroken, whether the mind is present or not. The individual self, the ego I, which is tied to thoughts and perceptions, disappears in deep sleep, but being itself never ceases. The key point is that the sense of individuality is what comes and goes, not the underlying existence. In waking, you see a world, engage with it, and define yourself in relation to it. In dreams, you do the same, but with a world created by the mind. In deep sleep, the individual identity fades, and because there's no perception of objects, the questioner mistakenly assumes that nothing was present. But Ramana Maharshi makes it clear what remains in all three states is the continuity of being itself. This dialogue is meant to shift attention from the fleeting states of waking, dreaming, and sleeping to the deeper truth of one's own existence. Awareness, in its purest form, does not come and go. It is only the identification with the body and mind that creates the illusion of gaps in awareness. By recognizing this, you can begin to see that the self, the true awareness that never fades, is always present, whether thoughts and perceptions arise or not. So know yourself and be always free and at peace. In 40 Verses on Reality, Ramana Maharshi explains the nature of the self, the ultimate reality, and self-inquiry. My new book, with my comments and inquiry questions, opens these teachings up and brings them into your practice and experience. Available now from Amazon. Link in the video description. These videos bring Ramana's teachings into your direct experience. Click subscribe to see more. Click thumbs up to like, and send questions and start a dialogue with a comment.